Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everyone had a great holiday. I know I did. A few acquisitions from those holidays we're going to be seeing some upcoming videos on. And we're going to start it off with what you see right here in front of you. It is another blade overview from Kershaw. So you can see this one's made in the USA. So pretty cool right there. That might lead some of you to know what's already in this box. But let's take a look at the side here and see. So it is a Skyline with their new Blackwash finish. So it's model number 1760BW for Blackwash, as you can see. There's the SKU from Kershaw. So let's get this open and take a look at it. As usual here with my knife overviews, we're going to be going over the knife itself, specs, some up-close HD shots, and give you my pros and cons, and then just overall thoughts for the knife. So let's get into some specs first. What you have on this particular blade is a G10 handle scale, which I'd call maybe medium textured. Looking at it from this way, you can see that the steel liner is only on one side of the blade, which helps attribute to its weight. So it is a steel liner lock. But weight-wise, we're only looking at 2.5 ounces. So from a carry knife perspective, that is extremely lightweight. Very thin. It does have somewhat of that flow-through design. You're looking at a handle length of 4.25 inches. You're looking at a blade length of 3.125 inches. So overall 7.375 inches on the overall length on this. Blade thickness 0.09 inches. It is using a Sandvik 14C28N steel, which coincidentally is not marked anywhere on the blade. What you do have instead is the model number, made in USA, with that gorgeous Blackwash finish. And then on this side, just your Kershaw logo. As far as the pocket clip goes, you can see that here. It does have the Kershaw logo. It's not super deep carry, but it does allow tip up. I just have not had a chance to switch it yet. As you guys know, that's my preferred method. You can see lanyard hole there if you choose to put a lanyard on it. But overall, very nice knife. Again, made in the USA. So a lot of people are really going to dig that. You know, for me, I guess I'm really not a stickler for it. It isn't a requirement. The downfall when you're looking at a knife like this one is you're looking at a price point of $53.95 from Blade HQ. What really drew me to it was that Blackwash finish of the blade. So they basically do their black process on the blade and then put it through a stone washing, so it comes out with that really unique color. So get into lock up there for you guys. Show blade centering on it. It may look like it goes slightly to the right, but it really doesn't too much. So let's get into some of the pros and cons as I see of this particular blade, and really would apply to any of the folding Skyline series. So we'll start off with the pros first. It's the weight, that 2.5 ounce mark. It's extremely lightweight, and that's largely in part to the fact that there are not dual stainless liners in this. You just have the G10 on the one side, which is very nice. Another pro, for some people, is going to be that it's made in the USA. So keeping some of that workforce here. It is a flipper design, which I love. That's kind of becoming my new thing, are the flipping knives. Trying to get away from the assisted openers, because when you have a well-built flipper, or non-flipper for that matter, you don't really need the assisted opening. Comes out just as fast, and it's easier to close up without having the resistance of that spring. So I was excited to get this one in hand and give it a try. You have nice traction on the G10. Again, just black handle on this particular model. really unique finish on the blade is going to be another pro. Very sharp out of box, good lockup, and nice carry options if you're right-handed. Sorry if you're not, but no options for lefties here. So I think that'll put us over to cons for this particular blade. So first thing for me, as I already mentioned, is because it is made in the USA, you have that cost factor. Looking at this blade, feeling it, playing with it, is it worth $54 plus shipping? My answer on that is going to be no. I don't think it is. You know, looking at Blade HQ, it looks like their basic black G10 silver bead blast blade is $41.95. Would I still pay that for this? It's still pushing it. Enough of that rant. Cost, negative. Another negative for me is, again, for what you're paying and it being a flipper, I would expect a little bit better action from it, but you just don't always get that really nice solid deployment. Sometimes you have to give it an actual flick to really get it. So again, not a deal breaker, but for the price I would have expected a little bit smoother action. The other thing is, let's see if I can try and get it from this angle, is you have thumb studs, but they are so, I'll try it this way, they're so small and they're kind of buried under this G10. So while you have this finger choil area, it's kind of hard to get your thumb on those when you're looking to do it more rapidly and actually deploy using them, because they're not popping up enough really for your thumb to grab onto. But they are there. It's another method. They're just, in my opinion, not very useful. I really only see those few things. I wish for the price the build quality was better. If it couldn't be better, I wish the knife was cheaper. And maybe just a little bit better thumb studs on it. There's my pros and cons on it. Let's do some size comparisons here. So first up, we'll bring out another Kershaw. We've got the Cryo 1. So line those up pivot to pivot so you can get an idea of the size difference between the two. There's compared to the Cryo 1. Now another one is going to be the Spyderco Tenacious, so the ever popular EDC choice. A little bit bigger blade, but not by much. Put them kind of on top of each other there so you can see. Blade lengths are very similar. You have just a tad more handle on the Spyderco than you do the Skyline. So put that Spyderco up, and we'll pull out another one. Here we have the Manix 2, just to kind of run through some popular choices, again giving you some comparisons. So a little bit bigger yet than what you get with the Skyline. So that's the Manix 2. Again, a little bit more expensive, but far superior in quality, lockup, blade steel, and you're almost approaching the same weight. There's some comparisons of some extremely popular carry choices for you guys to see. So again, overall on this, I really like the finish. That Blackwash is really unique. I like the weight. I like the handle shape and the comfort. Just honestly, it's more expensive than, to me, it's worth, regardless of where it's made. So I'd like to see that change. And until it does, you probably won't see me with another Skyline. So thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave any questions or comments down below, and we'll see you next time.